Join me as I dive into the psychology of why we crave immediate rewards more than future ones. And I'm going to try to resist temptation for a whole week. When it comes to making decisions, we're often faced with a choice between immediate gratification and delayed rewards. Whether it's saving money or sticking to a diet, we know that waiting for the benefits can be tough. But why do we find it so hard to resist the allure of instant pleasure? In our everyday lives, we're constantly weighing up the pros and cons of short-term versus long-term gains. And it's a battle that can have a huge impact on our personal finance and overall well-being. Temptation is a powerful force, and it's easy to get sucked into the instant reward trap. When we're offered something that feels good right now, our brains can override our better judgment and shout, "Yes, please." But what drives this impulse? Is it just a lack of self-control, or is there something deeper at play? One major factor is the way we're wired to respond to temptation. Our brains are designed to seek out instant rewards, because in the past, this was essential for survival. If we saw food, we ate it, because we didn't know when the next meal would come along. But in modern society, this instinct can work against us. Social media doesn't help either. We're constantly bombarded with ads and promotions that play on our desire for instant gratification. Buy now, pay later is a seductive slogan, and it's easy to get caught up in the excitement of the present moment. And then there's the thrill of the hunt, the anticipation and excitement of waiting for something to arrive. It's a potent cocktail, and it can be hard to resist. But what's really driving our behavior here? Is it just a love of instant pleasure, or is there something more psychological going on? Living in a society that values instant results and quick fixes can also contribute to our bias towards immediate rewards. We're taught from a young age that faster is better, and that waiting is a weakness. But this attitude can have some serious consequences. When we prioritize short-term gains over long-term benefits, we can end up making choices that ultimately harm us. So what's going on in our brains when we make these decisions? Is it just a matter of brain chemistry, or is there something more complex at play? Recent studies have shown that when we're faced with a choice between immediate and delayed rewards, our brains light up in different ways. The instant reward pathway is triggered by the release of dopamine, a neurotransmitter that's associated with pleasure and pleasure anticipation. This can create a powerful urge to seek out instant gratification, even if it's not in our best interests. The environment we're in can also play a role. If we're surrounded by people who value short-term gains, we're more likely to do the same. And then there's the role of brain regions like the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for impulse control and decision-making. One of the most fascinating things about this research is the way it highlights the neural mechanisms behind our behavior. When we use fMRI scanners to peek inside the brain, we can see exactly which regions are lighting up when we're faced with a choice between immediate and delayed rewards. It's a powerful reminder that our brains are complex machines, and that even the most seemingly irrational decisions can have a neural basis. But what does this mean for our daily lives? Are we doomed to prioritize instant pleasure? Or can we overcome these biases and make more rational choices? When we prioritize immediate rewards over future ones, we can end up sacrificing our long-term goals for short-term gains. This can lead to financial instability, missed opportunities, and a host of other negative consequences. So what's the takeaway here? Is it just a matter of being more self-controlled, or is there something more fundamental that we need to change? One thing's for sure. Recognizing our bias towards immediate rewards is the first step towards making better decisions. In this video, we've explored the psychology of why we value immediate rewards more than future ones. From the role of temptation and impulse control to the neural mechanisms behind our behavior, we've seen that it's a complex issue with deep roots. But by understanding these factors, we can start to make more informed choices that align with our long-term goals. Thanks for watching, and if you've got thoughts on this topic, please share them in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about strategies for improving self-control, check out our video on the topic.